The Miami Dolphins had Tua Tagovailoa back, aiming to make a big statement, but instead, the game ended in a tough loss filled with painful mistakes. Even with a strong showing from Devon Achane, who ran for an impressive 97 yards on just 10 carries and hauled in 6 passes for 50 yards plus a touchdown, the Dolphins couldn't get it done. They fell short in a heartbreaker to the Arizona Cardinals, 28-27, thanks to a walk-off field goal by Cardinals kicker Chad Ryland. It was another frustrating end for the Dolphins, marking their 5th loss in their last 6 games. The game's momentum shifted in the third quarter when a disastrous miscommunication between center Aaron Brewer and Tua gave the Cardinals a crucial boost. Deep in Dolphins territory, a snap went astray, rocketing past Tua and rolling right out of the end zone for a safety. This error cut Miami's lead down to 20-12, but more importantly, it handed Arizona a lifeline they desperately needed. With the momentum swinging, the Cardinals marched down the field on the ensuing drive, finishing with a touchdown that brought the game to 20-18, just a 2-point difference. And it wasn't the only shaky snap exchange of the game. In the first quarter, Tua also fumbled a snap from Brewer but managed to recover it. 2 fumbled snaps in one game are hard to recover from, and in a tight game like this, every mistake added up. Afterward, Tua took the blame, saying he should have caught the ball regardless of where it was placed. Mike McDaniel, the Dolphins head coach, didn't let either player take the full fall and commented that both Brewer and Tua probably wished they'd handled it differently. But he made one thing clear: backed up, we can't have those types of issues. Those free points were costly, and in a game decided by a single point, each error added up to make a massive difference in the end. Things didn't go much better for Miami's defense, especially the secondary. For most of the season, the Dolphins' defense had been one of the team's strong suits, but when it came to stopping Arizona's top targets, they fell short. Rookie wide receiver Marvin Harrison Jr. put on a show with 6 catches for 111 yards and a touchdown. It seemed like whenever the Cardinals needed a big play, they found Harrison or Trey McBride, Arizona's tight end, who also had a massive game with 9 catches for 124 yards. McDaniel, clearly frustrated after the game, said, "I thought guys were in position to make plays, and they didn't." To add to Miami's defensive woes, the pass rush, normally a solid force, couldn't bring down Kyler Murray even once. While they pressured him, they couldn't finish the job, not recording a single sack or turnover throughout the game. Murray took advantage of every break, especially on the game's final drive, where he scrambled for a critical third-down conversion that kept Arizona's hopes alive and set them up to kick the winning field goal. That scramble ended any realistic chance Miami had of taking the game back into their own hands. This loss drops Miami to 2-5 on the season, making their road forward look daunting. Next week, they'll travel to face the Buffalo Bills, who lead the AFC East, and the stakes couldn't be higher. With the way things have gone, confidence has to be low, and the Dolphins will have to find a way to regroup quickly if they want any chance of keeping their season alive. Looking back on this game, there were several moments where Miami had the chance to put things away but couldn't close. Marvin Harrison Jr.'s diving catch, a pivotal play for the Cardinals, kept them alive when Miami could have forced a punt, and it helped shift momentum back in Arizona's favor. Later, on Arizona's final drive, Murray's third-down scramble around the edge was another backbreaker for Miami. Facing third down and needing a stop, the Dolphins' defense couldn't contain him, giving up a first down that essentially ended the game in Arizona's hands. Then there was Miami's last chance on offense. They stalled at Arizona's 47-yard line, unable to seal the game. On 3rd and 9, Tua faced intense pressure and had to dump the ball to Achane, a quick decision to avoid a sack, but one that put the ball back in Arizona's hands with a chance to win. It was one more opportunity that slipped away. And in a painful final blow, James Conner, who had been quiet for most of the game, broke through with a powerful 17-yard run on Arizona's last drive. He muscled through Miami's defense, moving the Cardinals into field goal range and ultimately setting up the game winner. Finally, there's the safety itself, the play that kicked off this series of mistakes. It handed the Cardinals 2 points and the ball, turning what looked like a game the Dolphins could control into one that felt up for grabs.